Hi you, King here, and this is my hero characters if they were in the world of Avatar The Last Airbender. Let's go.
Kirishima would be an earthbender, but one that likes to brawl it up close, in personal, like a man. Not into the whole fling earth at people stuff. He instead would utilize his earthbending to create rock armor for a rough exterior that can take a rock slide amount of hits and an earthquake amount of impact, allowing him to brace through strong opponents with even stronger attack power, and allowing him to dish back out the amount they've thrown at him. He can also bend quartz and jewels to create an even stronger exterior armor, making him practically unbreakable. But even if you somehow find a way to break through, he'll still never give up. He's just that manly. Kirishima would be an earthbender and a manly hero at that.
Bakugo is a blast and a firebender. But more than that, of course, he's an awesome combustion bender. And a prodigy one at that. Unlike the rest who need some type of mark on their forehead, he's able to focus the type of chi he needs in this iteration through his hands. So not only can he propel himself through the sky like most top firebenders, he can make you go boom with just a touch. And one last important thing to know about this explosive firebender is that he's so powerful and so prodigious that during Sozin's Comet, he goes plus ultra, that not even Fire Lord Ozai can stand the heat. Bakugo's a firebender and the bomb.
Shota Aizawa, aka Eraserhead, would definitely be a waterbender, but more than that, he would be a bloodbender, but more than that, he would also be a chi blocker. Dude, this dude has so much under his scarf, it's insane. By utilizing both chi blocking and bloodbending, Aizawa was able to take away other benders' abilities to bend the elements. And being so highly trained, he can get past people's bendings to be able to get in range to do so. His scarf, which is made out of unterrible material, is drenched in water so he can manipulate it to assist him in combat scenarios. And unlike Amon from the Avatar series, he's unable to utilize bloodbending to permanently take a person's bending away, but they will temporarily be without use of it until he's able to knock them out. And as a bonus, he can utilize bloodbending to slow his opponents down and make his mobility much faster. Ochako Uraraka would definitely be an airbender. Making herself and other objects light as a feather, this girl floats with the power of the wind. The only problem is she has a weak constitution, so a lot of her airbending causes her to feel nauseous. But she trains through it so that she can become a great airbending warrior to make enough money to give back to her loving family so that they never have to work hard again. She has trained in various forms of airbending self-defense and the new age style of airbending offense, making her repertoire of skills exceptionally impressive. But she still has a long ways to go, of course. But what makes Ochako as an airbender truly something is that if she were ever to turn into the dark side, as made as an example for when the copy spirit in this iteration, Toga Himiko, took her form and bending abilities to make a blood splash, she would be practically unstoppable.
Hi you, King here, and this is a unique one. Todoroki would be a semi-avatar, which means he would have the power to bend 2 elements instead of 4. And how he became this way, his father, a firebender, married into a water tribe family to try and create a champion that could rival the Avatar. Unfortunately, none of his children gained that power of multiple bending, but his child, Shoto, was able to meet a mysterious lion turtle, which granted him the second bending ability to bend water, which he uses to freeze things. And he combines that with the bending he was born with, which is fire. And he at first tried to cast aside his fire bending after seeing how his father only cared about using him as a weapon against the Avatar, but eventually realized he had to be in balance, accept all sides of him, even the ugly ones, to truly be an ally and effective support to the Avatar. being like the first avatar Wan when he first obtained his second element.
Truly heroic.
If you enjoyed, like, share, subscribe, and follow.